First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to our holiday celebration this evening. I can't thank you all enough for all that you do for us every day, because everything that you do is critically important for our collective future. All right, so thank you very much. The other thing I need you to do, I want you to go home and thank your spouse for me, or your significant other. All right? Because without the support of what they do to help you, you couldn't help us and help our customers the way that you do. So again, you've got to all go back and promise me that you will do that, because that is equally as important. Okay?
All right.
I appreciate it. I thought what I would do tonight is a couple of things. First thing I thought is, I'll see how good of a forecaster I was. So I went back to the talks that I gave last year, and I said, well, let's just see what I told you last year, and see how I did, and then I'll give you what I think this upcoming year is going to be. All right? I said 2010 was improving from the industry of 2009, and it did. The industry improved quite a bit as a matter of fact. 2011 industry went from about 11.5 million to right now is pushing 13. For 2012, they're forecasting 13.8. So they're looking at obviously the start to continue. When we look at sales, 2011 was challenging for us. That's the best way to put it. I thought it would start out and really improve like a rocket ship, but we had some challenges. A couple things. First of all, in 2010, we were in the new car business, right? Chrysler came out with all new products. Most of the rest of the world was doing what? Anybody know? They were selling used cars. When things were tough in 2008, 2009, so many of the other stores throughout the country focused on used cars. What did we always do? We always focused on new. So what they did is they set the objectives for 2011 based upon what you sold in 2010. On top of that, we had changes, didn't we, in our financing. When we take a look, leasing stopped in 2008, didn't it? In August. Therefore, all of the 24, 27-month leases that we had done, with 300 people plus coming back to run, were really through the system by November of 2010. So we came into 2011, we were selling really conquest business. The repeat business had been put into long-term financing. Most of that had been put into 60, 72-month financing in 2009. Now, by the way, when you think about 60 and 72 months, and we're going to come up to a number in a minute, 60 and 72 months, most cars are actually at 42 to 48 months. So in 2009, 4 years is what? 2013. All right? Now, leasing commenced in earnest in early 2010 with Ally Bank. All of the leasing today is what term? 36 months. 36 months, 3 years. 3,000 on top of 2010 is 2013. So what's going to happen in 2013? Big year. So 2012 will be a much better year. I think will be a better year than 2011. But our real year is 2013. You think about how well we're doing right now relative to not having 300 people a month coming back to Houston. I mean, it is a very commendable job. Then the factory does things like we have a huge 280 cars, I think it was, in October. So then what they do is they come out and say, well, if you can do better than you did in November than what you did in October, we'll pay you X amount of money. So the stores that had bad Octobers had an advantage over you in November. A lot of this stuff now changes because what happens is all the volumes reset. What they're looking at, don't know that it's going to be, but what the company's looking at for 2012 is about a 25% improvement. It's not even for every month. It's a little more front-loaded. But frankly, when you take a look at the largest segment out there is the C and the D segments. C and the D are Malibu and Cruise, Focus and Fusion, and for us would be the Chrysler 200, the Avenger, and the Caliber. Now, I had a peek underneath the tent, so I'm going to square you all to secrecy. I know I can trust all 170 of you. And that is this. I got a chance to look at the new Dart. It is spectacular. It is best in class. It has got a soft interior. It is multiple colors. It is without a doubt the best car in the segment. Best car in the segment. And guess what we start to receive frankly, in the second quarter. So we're 3 months away, 4 months away from starting to receive the darts. And is that a competitive entry considered the caliber into that marketplace? I mean, we'll be able to do numbers with that car. That's a big car for us, right? And certainly they've improved the 200 and the Avenger. And look what they've got as far as incentives right now, dollar-wise on the Avenger for purchase. And we have a very favorable lease rate on the 200. So really good things as far as that goes. So let's go back to my thing here. And we talked about volume. A couple of things, service parts and body, our absorption parts, have all done a great job. I got to tell you, it's a record year for the body shop. I mean, just a great, great job. Everybody has really hit it. Nice job to the body shop. Let's hear it. Couple of other things that we've done. And we talked about suggestions, commitments, things like that. We did, we obviously are very proud of being able to get dealer standards being elite. And I mean, that's a great thing. We want to keep all of that going for all of you and our customers as well. What I wanted to talk a little bit about too was investment. This past year, we just said what year is going to be the big year that we really have to be ready for. 2013, right? So what have we done this past year? Here, we added Fiat, didn't we? Here, we've done painting and maintenance. Here, we put all new lights in the building capital. We've made investments so that when 2013 comes, do we want to be doing all of those types of, I mean, you guys all know me, I'm obsessive compulsive. I like fixing things all the time. But, you know, the basic thing is you want to be doing work in buildings when your customers are in the highest demand? No. So we want to do it now. We just finished at our Buick GMC truck store up in Lake Orion, redoing, doubling the size of the showroom, adding an express loop, a 4-bay express loop onto the building. We're open there 7 days a week. We're seeing what that is like for the express loop there. And we've got in the service area, we're putting right now a 10,000 square foot addition onto the back of the building. That'll add 7 truck bays for them. That'll add 5 car wash bays. It'll add storage on the inside. Now, we also remodeled our store in Dayton, which is where I was at the last 2 days. We just did things there. Now, part of what we're doing from an absorption point of view is we have to sort of be ready for the future. And the future is being this. Is our cars better quality or worse quality? Better. Is our service intervals longer or shorter? In other words, when you have to do oil changes, when you have to do maintenance, is it a longer interval of time for mileage or shorter? Longer. Right. So, when we look to the future for what our work is, around every